Day 14. As you can see, I finally took out all the studs. I had to call a couple of people to make sure that this wasn't a load-bearing wall. I'm trusting their judgment. We've been doing a lot of cleaning and getting ready for paint, figuring out flooring, the kitchen cabinets, windows, all that good stuff. And today I plan on taking up as much, if not all of the tile as possible. I've rented this bad boy because I had a bad experience a couple of years ago where I tried to chisel up a section of tile in another house that we lived in that was probably about that big, and I did it with these. That was not a pleasant experience. It probably took me about 5 hours and it rattled my bones. So today I thought I would be smart, and even though it costs a little bit of money to rent this tool, I have a lot more tile to bring up. Tile in the living area, kitchen, laundry room, hall bathroom, and the master bathroom. There was no way I was going to do all of that by hand because I would probably die. We'll test and see how good my investment was for this tool. I had the option to rent the tile chipper for 4 hours or 24 hours. And it was about $100 difference. And I figured with this much square footage of tile, it was probably gonna take me a little longer than 4 hours, even though I really wanted to try and do it in 4 hours. So we'll see. Another reason why this project's probably gonna take more than 4 hours is because I learned that you have to chip the tile first with this kind of blade. Then you have to take a blade like this and go back for taking up the mortar. So it's almost like chipping the floor twice. This tile chipping machine's taken a little bit more time than I expected, but the kids have been over here chipping the tile with a hammer. They had sat and done all this all the way up to here with just this hammer. I took the last 5 or 10 minutes and I chipped up all of this right here with just a sledgehammer. And while it's proving to be a lot quicker to take up the tile, it's also proving to be a lot more messy because the tile is flying everywhere, and it's a little bit more dangerous too. I also just hurt my back. I was crouched over like this using a sledgehammer, and all of a sudden right there on my lower back just tweaked and I went, oh! So now I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful. That was a little bit more work, but a heck of a lot faster and much cleaner. There's like no mortar left. Using the tile chisel left a bunch of mortar on the ground, and now I'm gonna have to go back and chisel that all up again. If you're gonna do what I just did, make sure that you're sitting on a chair with your feet in front of where you're hitting, not where you're hitting, but in front and to the side of where you're hitting. That way all the tile will go behind you and it won't cut your legs like all the tile did to mine earlier when I was doing it with the sledgehammer. Also make sure nobody's around, because if people would have been standing behind me, I don't know if you can see, I pretty much swept this whole area, and now there's tile pieces all over. In fact, I'm half wondering if I'm gonna find a couple of pieces stuck in the wall because it just went shooting out when I would hit it with a hammer. A mere 6 hours later, and it's finished. I will never use a tile chipper again. That was way too much work. Probably 3 times the amount of work, maybe even 4, compared to just taking a hammer or a small sledge and just busting them all up. Because the tile and the mortar both come up when you do it that way. So much easier. I would say a tile chipper would only be a good idea if you've already taken up tile and you have a bunch of mortar down. That would be the only use for it. I'm usually not one who joins the crowd, but in this case I think I'm probably going to make an exception and go ahead and put my hurricane shutters up. The girls have already started loading stuff in from our back porch, putting it in the garage so it doesn't blow around. Yes, they are. You can help me put them on too. Got myself some rope so I can tie down the trampoline and the grill back here so they don't blow around.
Dad,
hi.
Cockroach.
There's a cockroach? Where?
In that thing.
Look at the big one.
Where?
Right there. Bloop. We started clearing off the patio. We're gonna tie some stuff down, make sure sure that it doesn't blow into somebody else's window. I think if anything, that thing's just gonna get ripped off.
We are going to evacuate the house. But first we have to put the shutters on because it's really windy.
Some of our neighbors are leaving, others are not. I think we'll be all right, but the girls think they want to go.
Ew, mold, gross, bugs, skeleton webs. Gross. Lexi found a roly-poly. Window shutters. Awesome, right?
My neighbor said that these houses are built to withstand 125-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, we're out here doing the window shutters. Katie and Lexi are in watching Robin Hood.
Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. And about 500,000 wing nuts later, my fingers feel like they're hamburger from twisting all those dang things. Now I know what it feels like to live in a bomb shelter. Not really sure what I'm going to do about this window because I just didn't have storm shutters for it. I looked everywhere. None of the shutters I had were the right size. If this window breaks, ding dong. We've never had to put these up before in the 5 years plus, well, in the 7 years or so that we've lived in Florida total. This is kind of unique. Katie, go see who's there.
Hi. Ow. Ow.
We've got our 10-gallon water jug ready to go with clean water. Water in the fridge. Some non-perishables. We're gonna have to eat all of this if the power goes out. Drink all of our milk. Eat ice cream and chocolate. Eat all of our frozen stuff. We have a whole tank of propane. So we may have to cook some of the things on the grill if we don't have any power. I've always wanted to try frozen burritos off the grill.
Dad, you really have to do that?
No, only if the power goes out.
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either. But you never know. There's a first time for everything. I looked up online how much water it would take to live for 30 days and it said 75 gallons. Do some simple math, 30 days, we're thinking if we have power out or water dirty or something for 3 days, that's 1/10 of 30. Meaning we would really only need 1/10 of 75 gallons or 7.5 gallons. So we have 2.5 gallons more than we need to survive for 3 days if necessary. I was hoping to come out here and get a little bit of the clouds because they were just moving really fast. I'm not going to be able to because it's just too dark now. Darn shutters took too long. But it's a little windy. It's supposed to pick up more tonight and in the morning tomorrow. A lot of our neighbors didn't even put up shutters either. They must feel like it's going to be okay. I really don't think we're going to get it too bad here. I just wanted to be extra safe to put up the shutters. Keep the people in South Florida in your prayers. They're the ones who've been hit with it the worst. I would say our neighborhood is about half and half on people who put up shutters and people who didn't. Meanwhile, while we stay protected in this house, our new house that we just bought is completely unprotected because there were no hurricane shutters that came with it. Obviously, I feel a little more secure here, but I also don't want something to happen to our new house either. We'll see what happens.